evening. I'm Megan Allison, and I'm honored to welcome y'all to the commencement ceremony for Canyon Lake High School's graduating class of 2020. These past 4 years have been a wild ride for all of us, and ultimately, I think that they've prepared us for the next chapter of our lives. Whether that may be college, military, trade school, or joining the workforce, I believe that we're all capable of doing amazing things with our futures. And I think we're all ready to start our adult lives. Now, if you could please stand and remove your caps for the presentation of colors by Canyon Lake High School's JROTC, and remain standing for the national anthem sung by members of the Canyon Lake High School Choir, and the pledge is led by Mia Allison.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose was stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? O'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare along thirsting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. And now for the invocation led by Cassidy Phelps.
Please bow your heads for the invocation. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here today with our friends and family to celebrate the class of 2020. We are so grateful to have made it to this point and to finally receive the recognition and praise that we all deserve. Thank you for constantly being by our sides through the ups and downs of high school. I ask that you be with those who have lost loved ones amid these uncertain times, and please continue to heal and strengthen those that are sick. Watch over us as we enter into a new journey of life, travel to new places, and meet new people. Thank you for the relationships that Canyon Lake has given us and for the unique experiences that this town will forever hold. I pray that we can reminisce on these memories and hold on to the friends that means the most to us. Keep us safe and healthy always. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good evening, and welcome to the Canyon Lake Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. I am Christy Castilleja, principal of Canyon Lake High School, and on behalf of the Canyon Lake High School faculty and staff, I would like to welcome the parents, family members, friends, and honored guests. At this time, I would like to introduce our distinguished guest, Mr. Andrew Kim, CISD Superintendent, as well as CISD Administration, Mr. Corby Wunderlich and Ms. Kristen Lewick. I would also like to recognize Canyon Lake administrative and counseling staff, assistant principals Alex Higbee, Mark Kirshner, and Chad Seitz, as well as our counselors, Wendy Foster, Shar McKelvey, Angie Mickey, Emily Whittle, and Adriana Resendez, as well as our Canyon Lake High School Teacher of the Year, Miss Amanda Custis-Shaws. I now would like to introduce Mr. Jason York, Comal ISD School Board President.
Good evening, Hawks. Good evening, parents, family. If you would, join me in welcoming the rest of the Board of Trustees here present with me this evening. Vice President David Drostada, Secretary Michelle Ross, Treasurer Tim Hennessy, Trustee Dr. Marty Bartlett, Trustee Cody Miller, incoming Trustee Mr. Russ Garner, and watching from a distant view with us this evening is Dr. Denise Kern. On behalf of the Comal ISD Board of Trustees, we want to congratulate you on reaching this momentous occasion. For the past 13 years, you all have taken very rigorous and challenging courses, and you have succeeded. For the very fact that you are here today is a testament to those around you that you have the ability to overcome obstacles and that you possess the determination and passion to achieve your goals. With the circumstances beyond any of our control for the past few months, you have exemplified dedication, high standards of hard work, tenacity, and the will to keep moving forward. Hawks, in the story of your life, today may mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. After you leave here today, you will embark upon a journey that will present to you new challenges and new opportunities. But again, regardless of where your journey takes you, whether it's college, the workforce, serving your country proudly in the armed forces, we know that you will be successful in whatever you do. Please remember to always be kind, keep the faith, pray, and maybe call mom and dad occasionally. So again, Hawks, on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, we congratulate you and Godspeed.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. This isn't how anybody envisioned this day would look like, but even so, it doesn't diminish the hard work it took from each of us graduates to get here. That being said, not a single one of us would be here without the help from those around us, and for that, we thank our families, our teachers, administrators, and mentors. Graduates, we've each faced obstacles and struggles that have led us here and prepared us for what comes next. Now more than ever, the world needs our generation to step up. I hope and I believe that we won't just set foot in a new world, but we will begin it. Thank you and congrats, Class of 2020.
It is my pleasure to introduce Madeline Morris, who will be giving the graduation address.
Welcome again, friends, family, teachers, administration, and of course, my fellow peers. While this may not be the graduation we've all held in mind for so long, we finally did it. We're really here. As I was writing this speech, many of those around me shared their insights on what the perfect graduation speech would look like. Ultimately, what many of these suggestions had in common was to keep it short and please don't be boring. For those of you who are ready to just move on into the next phase of life, I will do my best to keep it brief and entertaining. Before I begin, I would like to thank those who have played such a tremendous role in all of our journeys to get here today. Teachers, Thank you for helping us to not only learn to answer the questions on our homework, but also the questions of who we are and what we want to obtain from life. Parents, thank you for being our rocks, an unwavering system of support that we will soon attempt to rely on just a little bit less. Faculty, thank you for doing your best to ensure each student finds a path to their version of success, whatever that may look like. And to everyone else also here today, thank you for your presence and the support of the class of 2020, the ultimate Senior Skip Day champions. Our time today is the culmination of the past 13 years of our academic careers. Whether you spent that time absorbing as much knowledge as you could or dozing off during lecture, it's all led up to today, one of the most definitive times we will experience in life. It still shocks me how 4 years have flown by so quickly, yet seem to drag on slowly as we were living them. It feels like just yesterday, as freshmen, we struggled to learn the delicate balance of pre-AP classes, piling on the extracurriculars, making new friends, all while procrastinating at home and finding our next favorite show on Netflix. Over this time, mistakes have definitely been made. Whether it's staying up the night before the SAT, conveniently forgetting the homework that we definitely did, or for some of us, starting fights in the cafeteria, we've all come a very long way to become who we are today. Now, as I look out upon the crowd, I realize that for many of you, this will be the last time that I will see you. This is a painful thought, but also one that brings about a sense of great excitement, as I know each and every one of you has the potential to succeed. Now, when I say success, I don't mean that you have to find a cure to cancer, become a pro athlete, or make it to the Forbes 30 under 30 list, although it would definitely be cool if you did. What I truly mean is that all of us hold the potential to go out into the world and make a valuable contribution to society. As we come into an environment that is ever-changing and increasingly competitive, I encourage you to remember the need for kindness. While we can't all become doctors or the next Oprah Winfrey, by simply holding a positive attitude, we can tremendously impact those around us. Volunteering our time to those in need, giving words of encouragement, or simply a smile on a rough day are all ways we can change the world, even if it is just one person and one day at a time. Our generation has the power to change society and mend the inequalities that have plagued our past generations. We can do that, and we will do that by standing up for what is right, no matter what. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you are on the side of the oppressor. If the accomplishments of our class are any clue as to what's ahead, including state qualifications in soccer, national championships in cheer, consecutive top scores in fine arts, and of course, making it to graduation through a global pandemic, I believe our future is extremely bright. I would like to conclude my speech today with a challenge to not only my peers, but everyone who is here with us today. As you continue to navigate your way through life, I propose that you remember the lessons learned from classes, the experiences with family and friends, the challenges you've faced so far, and apply them to the best of your ability in making the world a better place. Don't just do your job, but do it to the best you possibly can. In each and every action you take, create something that you're proud to call your work and make those around you question how you can be so driven. Now is a time for starting new chapters in life, so why not author the best life story that you can? I want to emphasize to all of you that what we choose to do in our daily lives really does matter. Once again, thank you to everyone here today and for your contributions. They truly are appreciated. And to the class of 2020, congratulations. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your pursuits of what you're passionate about. Go do something spectacular, and here's to the start of new beginnings. Thank you.
I now have the privilege of awarding the Salutatorian of Canyon Lake High School to Madeline Morris. Madeline is graduating Canyon Lake with a 4.0 GPA, and throughout high school, Madeline has been involved in cross-country, math club, National Honor Society, Interact Club, band, and UIL academics. Madeline will be attending Dartmouth College, majoring in neuroscience with a pre-med track. Please help me congratulate the Salutatorian of Canyon Lake's graduating class of 2020, Madeline Morris. Now I would like to introduce Kalani Thorpe, who will deliver the commencement address.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the very unique graduation of the class of 2020. Before commencing my speech, I would just like to give a big thank you to our faculty and trustee members who have been working so hard to keep everything going amidst the chaos. I would also like to thank our family and friends who supported us through our journey. I don't think you can put into words how grateful we all are for the time and energy you have spent in helping us make it to this point. Now, to be honest, when I began to write this speech, I had no clue what I was going to say. So, I decided to look to others for inspiration, and thankfully, I got many useful ideas in return. What you're about to hear is not just my own wisdom, but a compilation of words and suggestions made by my family and friends. Now, I don't mean to point out the obvious, but we are graduating in some very unforeseen conditions. I mean, if you had asked me just a few months ago if I thought I would be finishing my senior year of high school in quarantine, I probably would have looked at you like you were crazy and laughed. But now, of course, my reaction would be very different, because that's our reality. The fact is, we are graduating in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, in the shadow of an invisible monster. Within these past few months, COVID-19 has turned all of our worlds upside down. On what seemed like the flip of a coin, our society stepped off the plank and went plummeting down into some very choppy water. Some of us have lost our income. Some have lost our family members. And many of us have lost our sanity. However, this unthinkable circumstance is not something we can change, nor should we be inclined to change. While there are many horrible things going on in this world thanks to the coronavirus, there are also many positives. For one thing, it has proven how resilient we are. I mean, one second we have sports seasons to finish, banquets to go to, senior field trips to go on, and the next moment our spring break turns into the rest of the school year. With no warning, our classes were moved online, our future plans put on hold, and our normal, reasonably complicated lives have become convoluted remixes of our worst nightmares. In all honesty, there is no doubt that these are truly unprecedented times, but we have found a way to persevere nonetheless. We have still finished our senior year, we are still graduating, and we are still moving forward. While our guides may have taken a wrong turn or two to get us here, we made it either way, and we should have no intention of stopping. Our headstrong generation has proven time and time again that we can overcome and adapt to anything life throws at us. We are fighters born to lead. I mean, it may not always seem like it, but when times are hard and it truly matters, we pull through. Secondly, this pandemic has once again shown that our generation can be a symbol of unity. On September 11th, 2001, the year in which many of us were born in or around, this country was brought to its knees. While one of the most trying times in our history, this moment saw both friends and enemies working together to mend the wounds. People found amity in tragedy. 4 years later, when most of us were starting our school careers, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit, again bringing disaster to so many people's lives. Yet, the aftermath saw people traveling from all over the nation to help those who were affected the most. Then, just 5 years ago, In 2015, the year before we would start our high school careers, we experienced our very own calamity with the flooding of the Blanco rivers. Hitting very close to home, this event was both scary and eye-opening, and in its wake, we showed that we too do not hesitate to unify in times of need. Since we were born, there have been so many times in which this world saw tragedy, shortly followed by unity. And not just the ones that I included, but thousands, both big and small. And now, we are in that moment once again. With this pandemic, there are so many in suffering, including ourselves, and yet so many are coming together. If this isn't a sign, then I don't know what is. After everything, I believe our generation has the potential to bring everyone together. Of course, we are young now and still have so much to learn. But if COVID has taught me anything, it's that we are strong and we can do anything we put our minds to. Fellow graduates, this is the last step out of this chapter and the first step into the rest of our lives. These last 4 years have been quite a roller coaster ride of both emotions and events for all of us. Many of us have laughed and loved together, cried and mourned together. Many of us have gotten in trouble together, and most importantly, we have learned and grown up together. And now, we are taking this final moment together. After today, we will all take our memories and go our separate ways and find our futures. Some of us are going to college to live off pizza rolls and ramen. Some of us are going into the military. Some are going into the workforce. And some of us have no clue what we're doing next. However, we all have bright futures ahead of us. As we move on from this moment, let's keep staying strong and let's look back at these times of trial for motivation to keep going. Not only that, but now I challenge you guys. Let's use this resilient gene within us to keep others going too. I mean, rather than letting this unity come only in the wake of tragedy, let's make it the norm, because right now we have that option. After all, nothing is normal, and at the moment, it's our time to set the standard. We have been given the perfect opportunity to show the world that working together isn't something that happens every now and then, but it's something that can happen every single day. The people around us are fueled to keep us going, and vice versa. So even if you don't like someone, or you're upset with someone, or maybe you just don't understand them, show them love and compassion and understanding. I was always taught, like many of you, to treat others the way you want to be treated. And while I am not perfect, and I certainly have treated some people poorly before, I always have and I always will try to live by this rule. And you all should do the same if you don't already. Because I tell you what, it works wonders. You may not see it, but it does. I guarantee you it took the love and support from someone in your life to help you make it to this point. And I guarantee you it's going to continue to take that to help you make it to the next checkpoint. However, people can only give so much without getting anything in return. So if you take anything away from this speech, let it be that. This is not the first, nor will it be the last time life has taken an unpredicted and rocky path. But with every twist and turn and tribulation we encounter, we will grow and come out stronger than before. It's our time to use that strength to not only uphold ourselves, but to accept and uphold those around us, permanently, not just when it's convenient. Sure, we are just one class, and yes, we are young and about to restart at the bottom of yet another totem pole, but every change has to start somewhere. So why not here, and why not now? Thank you.
I now have the privilege of awarding the Valedictorian of Canyon Lake High School to Kalani Thorpe. Kalani is graduating Canyon Lake with a 4.0 GPA, and throughout high school, Kalani has been involved in National Honor Society, class officer, soccer, volleyball, and campus tutoring. Kalani will be attending Colorado University, majoring in computer science, with an emphasis on artificial intelligence. Please help me congratulate the Valedictorian of Canyon Lake's class of 2020, Kalani Thorpe. Good evening, Board President York, Board of Trustees, Mr. Kim, parents, families, and the class of 2020, welcome. First, I would like to thank all of our families who are with us tonight. Thank you for your undying support of these students. And I would also like to ask Canyon Lake High School faculty to stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. I would also like to send a little bit of love to graduate Zachary Rico Griffin. Hang in there, buddy. Your spirit is with us. Class of 2020, well, you did it. Despite an 11-week hiatus, we finally come together today to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments and all of your hard work, perseverance, and determination to get here right now at this moment. While these past 3 months have been monumental, you will also never be forgotten. The class of 2020 will always be remembered for a lot of missed opportunities, but I believe what has been missed will be made up for in what you choose to do with these circumstances. You have the opportunity to rise above and make a lot of lemon out of an entire 9 weeks of lemons. I am so proud of you, class of 2020. As I look out and finally get to see your faces again, I am reminded of what all you have accomplished in your time at Canyon Lake High School. What I know about you is that you do not give up. You have held up despite a ravaged storm. Michael Jordan has said, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, turn around, don't turn around and give up, figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. I can honestly say you have done all those things in these last few months. You have put in the effort, played in the game, and now it's all for the win. Every one of you have had your own last dance, even though it wasn't exactly as you had planned. Go forth now and become whatever you want. Don't let any obstacles get in your way. It hasn't stopped you so far. Thank you, class of 2020, for all of the memories. It was truly an epic year, and you have left your legacy all over the halls of Canyon Lake High School. You will forever be Hawks. Now it's time to fly. Thank you. Would the class of 2020 please stand? Mr. Kim, President York, and members of the board, I do hereby certify the Canyon Lake High School seniors standing before you this evening have met the state and local requirements for completion of high school and graduation from Canyon Lake High School. It is my pleasure at this time to present these candidates to you. Conferring the diplomas will be members of the Comal Independent School District Board of Trustees and Canyon Lake High School Administration. Candidates' names will be read by Mr. Jeff Straster, Canyon Lake High School teacher at Canyon Lake High School.
Kalani Christine Thorpe, summa cum laude. Madeline Paige Morris, summa cum laude. Cassidy Sage Phelps, summa cum laude. Laney Diane Moses, summa cum laude. Andrew Gaynor Pipkin Jr., summa cum laude. Mia Ray Allison, summa cum laude. Megan Nicole Allison, summa cum laude. Nash Austin Young, summa cum laude. Orion Jared Petronilo, summa cum laude. Mason Lance Lee, summa cum laude. Alejandro Miguel Acosta. Chase Andrew Adams, cum laude. Drayton Banks Adams. Giselle Naomi Alberon, magna cum laude. James Andrew Allen. Manuel Josue Alvarado. Matthew Robert Anderson, cum laude. Jamie Renee Andrews. Naeli Arias. Casey Renee Ati. Macy Grace Babcock. Colin Jake Baker. Kyla Marie Baker. Sophia Elise Barber. Zachary Andrew Barnett. Morgan Dakota Barrick. Colton Glenn Belcher. Diego Antonio Blakesley. Ryan Edward Blankenship. Carson Michael Boer. Jacob Lane Boer. Jacqueline Renee Bowers. Charity Shea Brewster. Destiny Paige Brooks. Deanna Estelle Broughton. Nathaniel Henry Callie Burden. Hannah Elaine Burnham. Trenton Monroe Butler. Hannah Grace Bazinski. Santiago Jesus Caballero. Tatiana Guadalupe Campbell. Marley Jo Carrizales. Sergio Galvan Casas. Matthew Jaden Castle. Jacob Franklin Chafin. Jacob Christensen. Madison Marie Chirby. Dean Matthew Clark. Michael Thomas Claycomb. Emily Ann Kobos. Sierra Nicole Commander. Colton Wyatt White Wolf Copeland. Colby Antanasio Alvarez Count Ramirez. Angelina Juanita Covarrubias. Boogie Crownover. James Michael Curran, cum laude. Waylon Dale Daniels. Joseph Michael Davis. Allison Aurora Del Toro Baker. Pierre Delgado. Amanda Malacara Diaz, summa cum laude. Colton Monroe Eilers. Liliana Dawn Eister. Penelope Alina Ferrari. Zane Thomas Farrell. Juana Michael Ferrer. Taylor Ann Fillinger. Alyssa Faith Fisher. Gilbert Robert Flores Jr. Haley Elizabeth Forrester. Thomas Michael Fowler. Timothy Matthew Fowler. Kirsten Mackenzie Frankie. Kashmir Azmi Garcia. Spencer Ray Johns. Yasmarelli Gomez Peregrino. Jessica Marie Gore, magna cum laude. Randy Lee Green. Barbara Sue Guerrero. Julian Allen Guzman. Alexander Cecil Harden. Madison Crystal Harwell. Alexis Danielle Hebert. Carla Esmeralda Hernandez Rangel. Sydney Grace Hestan. Laney Elizabeth Hewen, magna cum laude. James Richard Holzapfel, the fourth. Cassidy Nicole Hicks. Braden James Hodge. Eileen Sarah Ann Holder. Justin Lane Holloway. Ashley Sue Hudson, magna cum laude. Colin Bryce Jackson. Connor Lee James. Alexander James Jones. Colton Jordan. Kyle Andrew Kirshner. Kaylee Danielle Kilcrease. Trinity Amber Dawn Kimbrell. Cody William Klein. Ashley Ann Lanfear. Sydney Grace Latimer, cum laude. Jade Sierra Helena Lawless. Amber Marie Leach. Edith Leon Gutierrez. Alfred Curtis Josiah Lewis. Thomas Howard Liggett. Grace Colette Lockett, cum laude. Elijah Grant Lopez. Laura Cecilia Loyola, cum laude. Shelby Eileen Ludwig. Nathaniel James Luongo. Trenton Cole McRoberts. Nelson Madera. Giovanna Martinez. Ty Anthony Martinez. Michaela Catherine Mason. Timothy Riley Mayfield. Madeline Jewel Maisie. Patrick Mason McAuliffe. Jacob Scott McCutcheon. Caden Miles McLaughlin. Jesse Glendalise Melendez. Stephanie Nicole Miranda. Audrey Taylor Montgomery. Braden Gregor Michael Montgomery. Kyle Scott Morris. Seth Ryan Moss. Faith Alexandria Mueller Fearborn. Alyssa Marie Myers. Avery Marina Navarro. Daniel Patrick Neal. Kimberly Ann Nelms. Marshall Lincoln Netting. Ryan Cecilia Novak Clark. John Mark Orcutt. Reagan Michael Rieger. Jacob Xavier Pacheco. Jessica Parker. Victoria Lynn Patterson. Adriana Renee Peasley. Savannah Lee LaFay Peoples. Jacob Alexander Perez. Derek Marshall Peters. Dylan Michael Clark Peters. Kayla Nicole Powell. Brandon James Powers. Patricia Madison Powers. Trinity Jane Powers. Kaylee Ariana Puente. Madison Elizabeth Puente. Jada Eliana Rainbolt. Devin Tyler Ray, cum laude. Ray Anthony Martinez Rivas. Natalia Renee Rivera, magna cum laude. Nicholas Rafael Rivera. Emily Elizabeth Roach. Brandon James Robinson, magna cum laude. Kristen Cole Rogers, magna cum laude. Angelina Marie Rodriguez. Caitlin Nicole Rourke. Benjamin Bradley Rowe, magna cum laude. And Zachary Rico Griffin. Ian Gabriel Royer. Ashlea Lynn Sacre. Dylan James Tyler Sandow. Ricardo Santiago Espinosa. Peter John Schultz. Garrett Selby Scott. Stephen Darren Sharp. Ethan Michael Slater. Chloe Celeste Smith. Dakota Lee Smith. John Parker Smith. Madison Marie Smith. Riley Reese Spalding. Megan Marie Stockwell. Jade Ernal Velma Stike. Alyssa Janae Strickland, cum laude. Logan Chase Sullivan. Grace Elaine Tabor. Anna Grace Thompson. Thady Ray Taylor. Clay Lee Tillman. Michael John Timmy III. Chance Alfred Tietzman. Seth Adam Tietzman. Anna Victoria Tristan Sanchez. Michael Anthony Urbach. Cameron May Van Osdal. Corbett Montgomery Vance. Roberto Vargas Morado. Bryce William Vincent. Justin Michael Vorman. Hayden Scott Brandenburg. Sarah Elizabeth Walls. Caden Zane Ward. Savannah Ray Weber. Dylan Paul Wells, magna cum laude. Destiny Jude Wingert. Haley Nicole Wheat. Micah James Wilkinson. Caleb Andrew Williams, cum laude. Ethan Zachary Williams. Zachariah Edward Willis. James Michael Wilson. Grace Faye Wendell, magna cum laude. Alexander Richard Wise. Scott Nicholas Worrell. Taryn Marie Wright. Lorena Tavara Gutierrez. Kayla Michelle Wunderlich. Rowan Elisa Yandel. Kyle Canyon Yule. Zachary Allen Zen.
Now we will recognize a special group of students. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the following seniors who have chosen to enlist into our armed services or who have accepted into a military academy and will be serving our country both on our home front and abroad. Please hold your applause until all students have been called. Will the following students please stand? Our military enlistees are, representing the United States Navy, Peter Schultz, Ethan Slater, Randy Green, Ian Royer, representing the United States Army, Alex Harden, Justin Vorman, James Connor, Megan Stockwell, Julian Guzman, representing the United States Marines, Jacob McCutcheon, representing the United States Air Force, Cassidy Phelps, Madison Smith, Madeline Mazie, and representing the Army National Guard, Jada Rainboat, Michaela Mason. Let us give these young adults a round of applause. Thank you all for your dedication to God and country.
Will the class please rise and join in the singing of our alma mater? And now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Congratulations, Canyon Lake High School, class of 2020. You may remove your tassel from right to left.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates of the class of 2020. As we begin the dismissal process, we ask that you wait until your ticket group is announced to give our graduates time to move off of the field toward the parking lots. Please be mindful of appropriate social distance as you leave the stadium and in parking lots. At this the blue ticket group to make their way toward the exit and your vehicles. Graduates, please exit the field using the gate by the visitor ticket booth. As a reminder, please be mindful to keep 6 feet distance between groups as you move toward the parking lot.
Y'all be back next year.
This time, we need everyone who is in the orange ticket group to make their way toward the exit and your vehicles. Graduates, please exit the field using the gate by the visitor ticket booth. As a reminder, please be mindful to keep 6 feet distance between groups as you move towards the parking lot.